Hey YouTube, it's Kayla here. I have received an abundant amount of Amazon wishlist items, and my next video is going to be about my Amazon wishlist items. However, I'm going to break it up into different pieces. So we're going to have like vlog 5 part 1, vlog 5 part 2, maybe vlog 5 part 3. That way I can upload all the videos, because when I made it a whole video, it just extended and was way too long, and then it couldn't process, I guess, because I'm not a big YouTuber and I can't do an hour video just yet. So that's how I'm gonna be posting it. I am gonna attach one of the videos here, so that way one of them will be done. But yeah, so just bear with me. They'll all be up hopefully this whole week. I'll put one today, one maybe in 2 days, and maybe 2 days later. So enjoy these videos about all of the amazing things that you guys have done for me or bought from my classroom, and I appreciate so much. Thank you. Hey YouTube, it's Kayla here. Just want to say I am sorry I look so busted. I literally got off from work. I swear I don't wear gray polos all the time. I just got off from work. I don't know if I told you, I work as a cake decorator at a grocery store. Came home, changed my pants to something a little bit more comfy, so I can come on YouTube and tell you guys a little bit about what's going on. So, excuse my hair too, it's a mess. Anyways, I was a teacher. Oh, I am a teacher. I've taught 9th grade algebra and remedial class for 3 years at one school. They rezoned the district. Whenever they rezoned the district, I got moved to a different school. I've taught 9th grade and the intervention algebra class there as well for 1 year. And then for the past 2 years, and that's the year of COVID, and then for the past 2 years, I've taught algebra and geometry. I needed a change, and I'll just go more into details about that in a little bit, but I needed a change, and my change ended up me leaving my district and going to a different district, and also going down to elementary. So I'm now teaching elementary 3rd grade math and science. So yesterday on Instagram, I posted a link to an Amazon wish list of things that I'm gonna need, because going from 9th grade to 3rd grade is a huge change. So there's some different materials that I'm definitely gonna need for my classroom, since I'm gonna be teaching 3rd grade. So on this video, I will be opening up my packages that I've received from all of my close friends and family that sent it. And like I said, I just posted this yesterday, and for me to come home from work and already have, I think it's like 5 packages, that's awesome. I'm loving the love that I'm receiving from my friends and family, my people that are, that know me. So I'll also post it on this video in case you want to get something. Things are constantly changing. I'm still adding stuff because I haven't really taught elementary. I used to sub a while back before I became a teacher, and I subbed all over the district that I was working in. It's so funny because when I was subbing, there was a kid, I subbed at the school, my last school that I was working at, and I was subbing for a science Spanish teacher, and a kid asked me a question about their lesson, and I was like, I don't know the answer. Well, I didn't say I didn't know the answer. I was like, you need to figure it out on your own. Oh, it's Spanish. I don't know Spanish either. And so he's like, well, if you don't know Spanish, why are you here? Da da da. And I told myself I would never work at that school, and turns out I ended up working at that school. So anyways, with that being said, I served my 3 years and I had to get out of there. So let's go ahead and open up these packages, see what I got. I had to move my water, sorry. The pooch was trying to get it. If I don't tell you, I have a Frenchie named Zion. I'll show him in a little bit. He kind of ran away, got nervous. So first package I already opened. I thought about making this video after I opened this package, so it is what it is, but let's just see what they got. So very first thing in here is a Math into Words poster pack. This will be great because, like I said, I'll be teaching math and science. I didn't grab the box cutter. But anyways, we'll open it. I'm gonna open it now. Hold that thought. Okay, we are now back. Okay, so here's our posters. Let's open them, see what they look like. things look so much different on Amazon than they do in person. Okay, just a little information about, oh, takes 15% off with our products and this code. Oh, these are nice. I probably more than likely will definitely be getting these laminated. So this one has all the keywords to let you know you're adding, all the keywords that let you know you're multiplying, all the keywords for subtraction, and it's a 2-pack, so give me a second. Probably wondering why I teach math. And my kids would always ask me that too. My 9th grade kids are like, why don't I just find math? And so I'll break it down in a second, but the second poster lets you know when you need to use division. And I'm gonna use this in 9th grade too. Division, when it equals, and when you need parentheses. So honestly, I wish I would have looked on Amazon for math posters before I went down to elementary, but these are gonna be perfect. I kind of want to cut them and make them into individual posters so that way I can use them in different ways, but it is what it is. I really like this poster, or posters, so that's gonna be fun. Nice. And then this little box here, finger paint. Oh, this is my ink. So I asked for ink because I remember when I was younger and in school, the teachers would give us stamps, and I think we're getting back to the way school used to be, where yes, some stuff is on the computer, but we still have stuff on paper. So I wanted, this is this finger paint ink pad, but I'm sure you could use it just as regular ink, I'm hoping. Oh, there's a lot of these. I'm scared of oh yeah. Oh, it's kind of strong too. But anyways, I wanted just these inks so I can get my stamp if they're doing good on their work, if they're not. And then we also had a planner that went home, so if we were bad, our teacher would write a note in the thing. If we were good, then we got a little stamp or whatever. So I'm hoping that it's still that way. I really haven't had a lot of conversations with my new principal, but she seems really nice when I did talk to her and told her about why I was going down. So anyways, these gifts came from a teacher. I'm not going to say her name because she might not want me to say her name. But these came from a teacher that I used to work with at my old school, the very first school that I worked at. So this new school year will be my 3rd school that I've worked at. So she worked with me at my very first school before COVID. She also got me this. I don't know why it came in a separate bag, but it's whatever. This, I'm hoping it works out as greatly as I want it to, is a wireless doorbell. So a lot of elementary school teachers, when I'm watching TikToks and stuff, I know you've seen them too, they'll wear this piece on their lanyard, and whenever they want all the kids' attention and things, they'll use this versus yelling at the students or trying to get their attention. That's been my method with my 9th graders because they don't get as loud, they don't get as loud as as little kids can get because they have a little bit more self-control. A little bit is what I said. So this piece, oh, perfect. This plugs into the wall so you can hear the doorbell. And this piece, I guess you have to have batteries for it. Sorry, I'm breaking down everything for you. Yep, perfect. So pull this out, ring the doorbell. Now I just gotta get a piece. This makes me think of those commercials with the old people. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. And they're pushing the button. I shouldn't be making fun of that. But we're all gonna be there one day. It just depends on how your family takes care of you. So those are 3 amazing things that I'm really looking forward to using in my classroom. I haven't opened the last 2 packages, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this one. This is why I got a box cutter. Oh, never mind. I asked for tickets. So I don't know about you, but whenever I was in school, our teacher would give us tickets. Oh, somebody was big mad. Somebody would give us tickets and we'd be able to use them. Oh my gosh, this is from her too. That's so awesome. She's such a great person. So yeah, You're good. You got a ticket. Boom. Here's my tickets. It's a small roll. I thought it was much bigger, but that's totally fine. We'll see how it goes first semester of school. Just rewarding the students with this. I'm really trying to get a lot of classroom management things because that's kind of where I lack, or the only thing that's going to be really different for me. Because like I said, I've taught ninth grade. And with ninth grade, they know right from wrong in the classroom. They know how to act properly in a classroom. Where third graders, they do know, but they don't know all the different things, you know, like a ninth grader does. So I want to get things that can help me with classroom management. So yeah, that's why it seems like I'm getting some kind of unnecessary things to you guys, maybe. Excuse me. Last package here. It's the biggest package. You know, you save the best for last. I feel like it's Christmas over here. I sent Santa my wish list and Santa came through. But yeah, this is just day one of me having that Amazon wish list up, and it's nice to see that I have a lot of support coming from different places, different people. Okay, so this package came from, this is so funny. It's just amazing how people will help you out and things. But this package came from a friend that I met at another friend's baby shower. So me and her got really close. Well, actually, this is what happened. I went to a baby shower, didn't know any of her friends because me and her worked together, and she invited nobody else from work but me. So she sat me with one of her friends, or I guess it's a friend. I'm not sure if it's a friend or cousin, but she sat me with her, and it's like, oh my gosh, y'all will get along so well. And it turns out we did get along really well. We ended up adding each other on Instagram. Now we don't hang out, but we do talk a lot through Instagram. She informs me, we follow Cash App, and she informs me whenever they're giving out money, and I'll inform her when they're giving out money, and so we'll just help each other out that way. But she saw my post yesterday, and she decided that she was gonna contribute, so I'm really loving that she contributed. These are pouches, just mesh bags. Not really sure exactly yet how I'm going to use them, but I just thought they were a great thing to have. Like I said, they're mesh, so you put things in here, but hold on. Okay, so they're mesh, but they have a coating on them because I couldn't feel the box cutter blade coming through, but these are pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to use them just yet. I might put stuff like, for sure I'm going to have them sitting in groups. This could probably be used for me whenever we are doing whiteboard activities or things like that. Ooh, that's a good idea. And putting the material in here, and then, you know, have one table group or one person at the table go grab theirs and have them, you know, I don't know. Maybe put game pieces in here, station stuff in here. I haven't decided just yet, but these are going to come in handy. Super excited about those. And this is kind of heavy. Came back, Zion. I'm trying to read the box to see what it is. But I can't see exactly what it is. I think it's right here on the front. Don't judge me. I am a little slow. It's summer, and my teacher brain and all my common sense nonsense has left the building. Oh my gosh. Pencils. A whole box of pencils that are already sharpened. Yes. Because listening to kids sharpen their pencils is going to be like the worst thing, has been the worst thing of my life. So these are going to be great. Last school year, one of the teachers, I could have made it myself, but I was being lazy. She made a sign like with her Cricut. I have a Cricut as well. Not, like I said, I could have made it myself, but I was being lazy. And on the Cricut, or on the sign, it says pencils, has a cute little picture of a pencil. And then it says name, pencil. I don't know, but it's telling you to write your name. So you have this pencil on a clip. I'm just going to show you. Have your pencil on a clip. Here's a clip. You need a pencil because you left your pencil at home. So you take the pencil, and there's an expo marker right next to it. You write your name with the expo marker. Put the expo marker back. You go on in class, do all your work, use that pencil up. Then when class is about to end, you go back up, put your pencil there, erase your name. So I'm going to use that probably with my third graders because pencils, even though I got 150 right here, you can never have too many pencils whenever you're a teacher. I also have some friends who were teachers as well, and they're gonna now be stay-at-home moms, so they gave me some materials. That's all in my garage. I'm trying to sort through it, kind of get what I want to take and what I want to leave. Take what I want to school and what I don't, throw in the trash. And I'm trying to do it here versus taking it to the school and having extra trash up there. So that's what I've been trying to do over the summer. But I live in Texas, and Alexa, what's the weather today?
Right now in Grapevine, it's 98 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun.
So
The forecast has just a few clouds in the sky with a low of 81 degrees. By the way, there's a heat advisory in effect until Sunday, June 25th, 8 p.m.
thank you. So if you couldn't hear her, she said the temperature is 98 degrees outside, and if you're in the garage, it's even hotter than that. I don't have a fan in my garage, which probably something I need to invest in, but yeah, I love the things that I've gotten so far. I did have another friend reach out and say that she bought me some stuff as well, so I can't wait for that to come. Next video, I'm gonna wait a few days to see exactly what all I get, so I could just kind of make like one bigger video. But I just was so excited that people actually, decide to buy stuff off my Amazon wish list and help me out with my next adventure. So I'm gonna explain the reason now, since I'm kind of done with my school supplies, or what I've gotten so far. I'm gonna explain the reason why I had to leave my district. So like I said, I was working at a school, teaching ninth grade. So my very first year was a year of 2017, 2018. I started the second semester 2018. Ninth grade teacher, like I said, I taught just strictly ninth grade algebra. I took over for a teacher that quits, obviously. And so when I did that, like, the kids were very helpful. They were very, for some kids to do a huge change like that, like this teacher was experienced, she's been teaching for years, to go to a first year teacher, they were very accepting. They helped me, they showed me the things that she did, and showed me what things worked and what things didn't work. And she gave them homework passes, and this is one thing I remember, I wasn't taking the homework passes off the homework. So when I passed them back out, some of the kids were still using the homework passes, and so some of the students told me, hey, take those off. So they were just very helpful. The next year, same thing. I loved the school that I was at. I hate to say it, but I feel like because a lot of the students were a minority, they were just able to kind of relate more to me. They love to come help me after school with things, which that's another story, but we'll leave that alone. They used to come after school and help me with things, grade papers for me, do all this stuff for me, which they probably weren't supposed to do, but whatever. Just very helpful, and they just enjoyed me. So I finished that semester off. Second year, same exact thing. They were just helpful, and that's when I started teaching the intervention class. So some of those kids I would have twice a day, so they just really felt comfortable with me. Third year, which is 2019, 2020, so 2020, first semester, another great year. These kids were getting I noticed that their work ethic was kind of decreasing, but this group's work ethic was kind of rough. But I did notice they were still trying to help and work out, getting things done, but it just took them a little longer to do it and things like that. But I want to say when we came back from Christmas break, the principal had told us, and this was his first year being a principal at this school, so he ends up telling us that they are rezoning the district because at the current school I was at, it was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, and there were probably about 800, 900 students, whereas the school that I went to, they weren't as populated. So they decided they were going to rezone the district to send some of the kids that were at my current school to this new school. And with that being done, they had to get rid of some teachers. So there were 6 teachers that they had to get rid of. One decided he was retiring. He already knew he was retiring. So 5 teachers, they had to decide what they were going to do. So they said that if 5 teachers volunteered to go to this other school, then everybody would stay put. But if no one volunteers, then they're gonna pretty much voluntold people that they have to go. And so they said that if you taught an elective, that you were safe. And with me teaching math, I was not an elective, so I was not safe. But they didn't tell us that. So I'm thinking, oh, this person were hired after me, so I'm good. But it didn't work out that way. So if you taught math, science, history, or English, you were on the chalkboard. And if you were the last one to get hired, then you were gone. So it turns out I was one of those people. I didn't know. Like, I was just cruising. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I ain't having to move. And it was the Friday before spring break. And my principal sends me an email. And I'm like, oh, heck. What did I do to Billy? What did I do to Bob? Like, what kid snitched on me? What did I do that was so bad? But obviously, the email said for me to come during my conference to come talk to him. And so I did. And when I talked to him during my conference, he was telling me that I was one of the teachers that had to go now. And so, with it being the Friday before spring break, I was like, okay, well, I still have to finish off the school year, and, I'll have to make the best memories of the school year. Well, right when spring break was ending is when COVID happened and everything was in shutdown. And so I never got to see my students again. In fact, I didn't even get to go back to the school until like the last week of actual school because I had to go pack up everything in my classroom. So I packed up everything in my classroom. I brought it to my house. Thank God I had a house. Put it in my garage. And I sat there for the whole summer. Over summer, I did talk on the phone with my new principal. I met up with my new department lead. On the phone, I didn't meet up with her. They seemed really nice. I was kind of excited to go, but when I got on the school's Instagram, I noticed that nothing's wrong with it, but it was a predominantly white school. And so, like I said, no problems with it, but it was totally, I'm from a town that's predominantly white, so I'm used to it, it's whatever. But I don't know, I just something didn't feel right about this school. So my very first year, 2020 to 21, enjoyed it a lot, made some new friends, but my friends that started off with me at this school, they ended up having to leave. And I was like, dang, we started here together. I was hoping that, we'd enjoy another school year here together, like we got really close and stuff. But it was two of them, they both had to leave. After that, the next school year, they brought in new teachers. By the way, those teachers that were my friends the previous year were also minorities, and they had to go. So this new school that I went to, so the new teachers that came in, they were white, and they were fine. I'm not racist or anything like that. I'm just saying they fit in more with the society of the school versus what I did. Totally fine, whatever. They were great. They were helpful. But I tend to let a lot of things just kind of, go with the flow. Like, oh, that bothered you. Oh, it didn't bother me. And they were noticing things that I was having to deal with that other teachers didn't have to deal with, if you get what I'm saying. And so with them pointing that out, I started being more observant as well. And a lot of things happened to me that I noticed weren't happening to my coworkers. So, I finished off that school year, but I was like, I don't know if I really want to stay here now, But I had no choice because at the end of last year, I had my gallbladder removed, and I wasn't really able to go through interviews and take my certification test to go down to elementary the way I wanted to. So that happened, and then this last school year, I noticed like a lot of things were going on that I had always just brushed off. I had one of my students, don't know which one, write something inappropriate on a calculator, something racial on my calculator. And I went to admin and told them. They interviewed the students that calculator was assigned to, but that was it. And they're like, oh, they said they didn't do it. But just as bad as I know that kids lie. And so anyways, I was just like, okay. But in my head, like, it just kept like popping back up. And so I just decided, like, I gotta do something about this. So I put into transfer. It didn't go through, obviously. And so I started the summer off, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave everything on my walls. You know, I'm just come back at the end of the school year or beginning of next school year and figure out what's going on in here. But that first week of summer, this is the third week of summer. So the first week of summer, I wasn't sleeping well. I couldn't think right. Like, I was like, I have to change something. So I ended up applying for different districts, and I ended up getting hired on at this new school as a third grade teacher. So I decided that I'm going to make things or change a lot of stuff. So this is why I'm coming back to YouTube, because there was a lot of things that I was doing before that I really enjoyed, and I kind of stopped and let life take hold of me and throw me all types of ways. But it's time for me to take advantage of my life. So that's what I'm doing now by making this video, telling y'all about my new adventures. I'm hitting, in about 3 weeks, I'll be 30. Like, I think it's about time I start handling my own life and taking care of it myself. So that's why I'm doing this, to show some of you guys too also that just because you feel like you're stuck, you're not really stuck. That's what I'm doing with my 30s, is getting myself back to how I used to be before COVID, before things just started to rock my world. So I'm taking y'all on this adventure with me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm hoping to start posting more. I can't wait to tell you guys about my experience as a third grade teacher. I can't wait to tell you guys about what I do for my 30th birthday. I said I bought a house. I can't wait to tell you about my house. Maybe not a tour because it's a little messy, but I just can't wait to tell you all the things that are happening in my life, because I just dropped you guys off and left y'all. So welcome back, and let's start this new adventure. Bye. I'll see you next video.